for the upcoming freshmen, as you saw on the title, I'm going to give you advice on high school. I'm going to tell you the top 4 most important things. So without further ado, let's just get started. Guys, yes, as a freshman, seniors are going to try to go for you. I too have experienced this before, but the best thing I can tell you to do is remain yourself and remain humble in the situation. Yeah, if a senior tries to talk to you, I get that you're new and it's all fresh to you and it seems cool to talk to someone older, but it's not as cool as it sounds. So for boys, I'm going to tell you this. If you're going to talk to a senior, please just be careful. Don't put yourself out there too much. Don't destroy your reputation, because your reputation is the most important thing. It carries you throughout life and it follows you everywhere. So if you're going to talk to a senior, do it. I mean, just make sure you're careful and make sure that you've asked around about the senior before you just hop into some sort of relationship or anything. So yeah, that's the best boy advice I can give you as a freshman. Friendships, oh my gosh. So friendships is a really big thing in high school. I had a great group of friends as a freshman. I had 5 girls I was super close with, and I also had other friends. You're just leaving middle school, it's all fresh to you. Friendships are probably a big deal. You're probably like, wow, am I going to keep these friends after I'm a freshman, after I'm a sophomore, and so on and so forth. It's kind of scary, I get it, but it's going to be okay because you lose friends and you lose people. It's a part of life. What I'm going to say is, yes, those friends I was friends with freshman year, we're not, I don't want to say we're not close, but we're not as close as we were. In friendships, try to care for each other. Try to ask each other what's going on or how do you feel, because that's most important. In keeping a friendship in high school, you know, just letting each other know how you feel, that's the most important advice I can give you for friendships. Also, you know, don't let people peer pressure you, like friends or people around you. You know, just because your friends are doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. For me, I've had a great group of friends throughout high school and throughout any school year I've ever been in. I've just had the most supportive people as my friends, and you know, they never peer pressured me. If one thing, they were really supportive. That's what I can say as a freshman. They're supportive people. They are kind-hearted people. They're very proper. They are very proficient. They care about their education. And those are the group of friends that you should have. Those are the group of friends that I've had. So yeah, that's really important to friendship. It's people who pretty much care about their education. I feel like that's important in a friendship. Also, just learning to love each other and having fun inside of school, outside of school. So yeah. Sports. This is probably a big thing for freshmen because the guys want to play football, the girls want to do cheerleading, volleyball. That's a pretty big thing in high school, doing sports. So what I'm going to say is, for sports, I feel like you should do it. If you want to be outgoing and you want to put yourself out there in a positive way, do sports. Do volleyball, cheerleading, basketball, track. My school has a good bit of sports, baseball, softball. Just do tons of sports that you feel like you can handle. I would never tell you to go out there and do sports that you can't handle. Do stuff that works with your schedule, because some people have to, you know, go off their parents' schedule and see how things balance out. So if you want to do sports. Make sure it's something that you know how to do. Make sure you've conditioned for it.
You've had a great year, and I'm proud of each.
Grades. Grades are super, super important as a freshman. If you didn't take algebra in 8th grade, you're probably going to take it as a freshman. And algebra, for me, it was not hard at all. For me, I feel like grades are super important. I'm in the Beta Club. I've been in the Honor Society in middle school. I've just been very well educated. I've had people around me who inspired me a lot towards my education. So you have to make sure that your grades are good freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. You can't just say, hey, I'm a freshman and I can slack off this year and oh, I can pull myself together senior year. Because kids at my school, I can tell you this, kids at my school this year, seniors that just graduated, they had to work super hard because they played around. Over the loudspeaker, I don't really want to elaborate on this too much because I don't know how people are going to feel with me talking about this. A lot of kids were failing at my school, seniors, and I think they had like a couple of weeks to pull their grades up, you know, working hard. But if you just focus and work hard in the beginning, the end will not be tough. So for grades, work super hard, guys. It's not that hard to sit in class for an hour or an hour and a half and pay attention to your teacher. For one, I love learning. I have this friend who every year in math we compete against each other, but it's fun competing against each other. We compete to see who gets the question answered quicker when the teacher asks us what was the answer to such and such. You know, be competitive. Have a good math friend, have a good English friend, have a good science friend, any other friend. That's the best advice I can give you towards grades. I love learning. Learning is so fun. So for freshmen out there, you know, put yourself out there. Like I said, put yourself out there in a positive way, because being positive is such a great thing. You know, a lot of people aren't very positive, but if you're positive and you surround yourself around positive people, chances are the environment is going to be positive. Also, I did not mention this, I was on student council for the first 2 years of high school, and I plan on doing it again my junior year, and I plan on doing it my senior year. Different schools have different things. You have academic challenge team, just all kinds of clubs and stuff. Our school doesn't do clubs, but I guess you can count academic challenge and student council and stuff as clubs, because you know you're involved in your school. So I say be involved in your school and do so much. And for all my fellow freshmen out there, don't be scared. High school is literally fun. I had the best freshman year ever. I had the best group of friends. I had the best group of people I could hang around. I don't know too much about sophomore year, but I will do a part 2 video for sophomores out there who want to know the sophomore experience and what it's like. So for my fellow freshmen who watched, and for any other person who watched this video that's not a freshman, high school is all about how you make it and how you see things. Trust me, never feed into peer pressure. Never do things that you don't feel comfortable with doing. So without further ado, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in part 2, which is advice for sophomores. Bye!